I swept the broken glass up off your floor and turn your empty house into a home. I learned your fears, I learned your triggers. I learned the way you fall apart at night. I built you back up brick by brick until I watched you step into the light. But somewhere in the healing, something shifted in your eyes. You weren't looking at me anymore, you were looking at your own reflection rise. I gave you back yourself, and that's the one thing I can't fight. How do you compete with someone's own reflection shining back so bright? You didn't love me, you loved who I made you feel. I was just the mirror, you were all that's real. Every kiss, every promise, every late night that we shared, you were loving your own image. I was just the frame that held it there, just the frame that held it there. I remember when you got that job promotion, you cried and said you couldn't do it without me. But the speech you gave, the name you thanked, somehow that name wasn't me. I watched you grow into the person that I stayed up praying you would be. And when you finally found your footing, you stood up straight and stopped reaching back for me. I don't blame you for the blooming flowers, don't apologize for leaving seeds behind. But I watered you through every storm and winter. Now you're someone else's sunshine, not mine. I gave you back yourself and lost myself along the way. I polished up your reflection so damn perfectly. Now I've got nothing left to say. You didn't love me, you loved who I made you feel. I was just the mirror, you were all that's real. Every kiss, every promise, every late night that we shared, you were loving your own image. I was just the frame that held it there, just the frame that held it there. And I keep asking myself, was any of it real to you? Or were you just drawn to the version of yourself you saw when you looked through me into you? I would've burned the mirror down if I knew what it would cost. Kept you a little more broken so I wouldn't end up lost, so I wouldn't end up so I wouldn't end up lost. You know what hurts the most? It's not that you left, it's that you left better. You left whole, you left everything I poured into you, walking out my door into somebody else's world, like I was just a place. You came to become yourself. You didn't love me, you loved who I made you feel. I was just the mirror, you were all that's real. Every touch, every whisper, every night I thought we'd last. You were falling for your future, I was falling for your past. I was falling for your past. I was falling for your past. I was just a mirror, baby. to build up. Got everything they said to get and stood at the top of all of it. Feeling nothing, absolutely nothing. I learned early on that winning was the only game, so I ran the race and took the prize and built myself a name. Corner office, right zip code, the car, the view, the floor. Checked off every single box and then went back for more. People shook my hand like I was something to believe. Took my picture, said my name like I was all they'd ever need. I smiled for every camera, gave the speech and played the part while something quietly went hollow at the center of my heart. And I told myself, this is what you worked for, this is what it means to finally arrive. But arriving feels like nothing when you look around and find that everyone who's clapping doesn't know you're dead inside. I wear a hollow crown, I rule but I feel nothing. A kingdom built on sand and your love means everything. I wear a hollow crown, I shine but I'm empty inside. I traded real for golden and forgot what it felt like to be alive. Hollow crown, hollow crown. Then I met you at a dinner I didn't wanna be at. You were talking to the window like the room wasn't worth that. I asked you what you saw out there, you said honestly an exit. And I laughed for first time in a year and finally felt it. We talked until the party died and everyone had gone. You didn't know my title and you didn't ask me once. Just looked at me like I was someone sitting in a chair. Not a name, not achievement, just a person sitting there. And something cracked inside me like a window in the cold, like the sound of something real breaking through the gold. I drove home in the silence and I sat inside my car and I asked myself out loud, when did I get this far from who I am? We're a hollow nothing, a kingdom built on sand and your love means everything. I wear a hollow crown, I shine but I'm emptied inside. I traded real for golden and forgot what it felt like to be alive. Hollow crown, hollow crown. What does it cost to build a life that looks perfect from the outside? What does it take to finally break the armor you've been hiding inside? I've been performing for an audience that only sees a crown. Never who is wearing it, never what it weighs me down. Never what I gave up, never what I left behind. Every human, messy, beautiful, full, unfinished piece of my mind. I wanna take it off, I wanna set it down. I wanna walk out barefoot on the actual ground. I wanna call my mother just to hear her voice. I wanna feel like living was actually my choice. You called me on a Tuesday just to say you thought of me, not the version on the magazine, just me. And I sat there in my office 40 floors above the street and cried for the first time in years, like a man who just got free. I lay the hollow crown down, I rule but I felt nothing. The kingdom built on sand is finally crumbling. I lay the hollow crown down and shining when I'm empty inside. I'm trading back the golden for the chance to feel alive, for the chance to feel alive, really alive. The first time in a long time, alive. I stepped outside without the crown today. Just walk, no destination, no agenda, no performance, just the ground beneath my feet and your voice in my head saying, I thought of you today. That was enough, that was more than enough, yeah, that was everything. thought cold was just weather. Turns out cold is a person. Turns out cold is a feeling you leave behind. You came in like December through an open door. Didn't take your coat off, didn't stay, just left the floor. Cold with every footprint, every place you've been. I told myself it's just your nature, let the warmth begin. I made you coffee, made you space, made you room. Moved the furniture around just to give you somewhere new. You sat inside my life like you were testing for the cold, checking every corner for a crack before you go. And I kept turning up the heat, thinking I could change the season. Kept telling myself to wait, kept making up the reasons why someone that cold could still be worth the frost. Why I kept on reaching out for something I already lost. Frostbite, your love leaves me cold. Frostbite, I'm numb but I can't let go. I keep reaching for your warmth in the middle of the freeze. Frostbite, you're the coldest thing I've ever needed. Frostbite, frostbite. You had a way of making silence feel like blame. Every room we shared together never felt the same. You disappear for days and reappear like snow, pretty from a distance but too cold to hold. I started wearing layers just to get through nights. Started sleeping on the edge to avoid the ice. I told myself this coldness came from somewhere deep, that underneath the frost was someone fighting sleep. But frozen isn't broken, and broken can't be fixed. I kept confusing your coldness for the risk. Worth taking, worth staying, worth bleeding out for. Kept standing in the cold like warmth was what the cold was for. Frostbite, your love leaves me cold. Frostbite, I'm numb but I can't let go. I keep reaching for your warmth in the middle of the freeze. Frostbite, you're the coldest thing I've ever needed. Frostbite, frostbite. There's a kind of cold that gets into your bones, and no amount of fire ever really owns. There's a kind of numb that feels like being safe, like if you can't feel anything, nothing goes to waste. I think I let you frost me over on purpose, put myself a reason to stop feeling all this. If I'm numb enough, I don't have to decide if what we have is love or just somewhere cold to hide. But I'm tired of the cold now, I'm tired of the freeze. I'm tired of pretending that the numb is what I need. I wanna feel the burning, I wanna feel the sting. I wanna feel something real, even if it breaks everything. Last winter I left the window open all night. Woke up to the cold and for once it didn't feel right. Something in my chest said you were warm once before. I got up and walked outside and I closed that door. No, no more frostbite, I've been cold for too long. More frostbite, I'm done pretending I'm strong. And the freeze and the numb and the ice you left behind. Frostbite, you took enough of me, now I'm taking back my mind. Frostbite, no more frostbite. The cold doesn't scare me anymore. It just reminds me of how good the warmth feels when it finally comes back. It's coming back. It's coming back. City lights, everything closed, but nothing's alive. Yeah, yeah. I used to chase a night like it owed me something. Neon signs and empty streets and nobody coming. Put on my best face, walk through every door, laughing the loudest, but I couldn't tell you what for. The crowd moved around me like water around stone. You can be surrounded and still be alone. I played my part so well, I forgot the lines. Glowing on the outside, faded inside. Then you walked in like color into a black and white room. I thought you were the answer, I thought you were the proof that something real could grow in all this artificial light. But neon isn't sunlight and midnight isn't night. I'm neon hollow, I glow but I'm empty inside. You fill me with color, but color eventually dies. I'm neon hollow, burning so bright in the dark. You light up the surface but never quite reach my height. Neon hollow, neon hollow, neon hollow. We danced on rooftops, we laughed at the dawn, taking pictures of moments before they were gone. You said you seemed so alive, so free, so bright. I smiled and said nothing. Some truths don't survive the lie. I wanted to tell you what hides behind the shine. That every room I light up slowly drains me dry. That I've been running this performance for so long. I don't know where the hollow ends and I begin to belong. But you looked at me different, like you could see the dark, like you weren't afraid of the empty in my heart. So I let you a little closer than I've let anyone before. And for a second I forgot what I was hollow for. I'm neon hollow, a glow but I'm empty inside. You fill me with color, but color eventually dies. I'm neon hollow, burning so bright in the dark. You light up the surface but never quite reach my heart. Neon hollow, neon hollow. What if I turned off every light, took down every sign? Would you still stand here beside me in the quiet and the blind? What if the glow was never real? What if I'm just glass? Would you love the dark inside me or let this moment pass? I'm tired of performing, I'm tired of the show. I wanna be the kind of real that only you would know. I wanna stop glowing just long enough to feel something that isn't hollow, something that is real. Last night I sat alone in a room full of sound, watched everybody reaching, but nobody found. Then I thought of the way you said my name, like you meant it, like you really meant it. I'm neon fell. Yeah. You felt real. Yeah. There was never any broken glass, never anything the neighbors heard through walls. No sirens pulling up the drive, no bruise that anybody saw at all. But I know what I did to you in the quiet spaces no one sees. In the way I use my silence like a weapon, and my words like a disease. I go cold for days without a reason. Let you wonder what you did wrong, make you apologize for things that weren't your fault, then act like nothing was wrong all along. That kind of damage doesn't show up in the light, it only surfaces at 3 a.m. alone at night, when you're reaching for someone who should be there, and you find the empty space I left right there. No one's gonna see it in a photograph, no one's gonna notice when you smile and laugh, but you feel it in the flinch before you speak. You feel it every time you think you're too much to eat. That wasn't you, that was me, that was every wall I built that you walked into blind. That was me, that was me. Invisible scar, you can't show nobody. Invisible scar, life's deep in your body. I didn't use my hands, but I used everything else. Invisible scar that I put there myself. No blood on the floor, no mark on your skin, but the wound that I gave you still lives deep within. I'm the reason you hesitate, the reason you guard your heart. Girl, I left you with an invisible scar. I remember when you used to talk so free, every thought just tumbled down like music. Then I look at you a certain way, and you stop mid-sentence, start to lose it. You learn to edit yourself around me, learn to read the temperature of rooms, learn to make yourself smaller, quieter, just to give my ego space to bloom. And I told myself that I was complicated, that you just didn't understand my ways. But complicated is just another word for a man who makes you pay for all his pain. I watched you second guess the things you knew, I watched your confidence just disappear from view, and I stood right there and let it happen slow. Convinced myself it wasn't me, but I know no one's gonna see it in a photograph, no one's gonna notice when you laugh, but you feel it when you're starting something new. And that voice inside your head, that's me, not you. That wasn't you, that was mine. Every doubt I ever planted growing over time. Invisible scar, you can't show nobody. Invisible scar lives deep in your body. I didn't use my hands, but I used everything else. Invisible scar that I put there myself. No blood on the floor, no mark on your skin, but the wound that I gave you still is deep within. I'm the reason you hesitate, the reason you guard your heart. Girl, I left you with an invisible scar. I wanna say I didn't know, but that would be a lie. I saw you pulling back from people, I just didn't ask you why. I wanna say it wasn't intentional, that I never meant the harm, but intention doesn't close the wound, doesn't quiet the alarm. The truth is I was hurting, and I needed somewhere for it to land, and you were soft enough to absorb it, and strong enough to still reach for my hand. That's the part that breaks me most, not that you stayed through all of it, but that you stayed because you loved me while I was giving you the worst of it. So if you're in a new place now, learning how to trust again, I hope you know the voice that doubts you was never yours. It was him, it was me, it was always me. Invisible scar, invisible scar, you can't show nobody. Invisible scar lives deep in your body. I didn't use my hands, but I used everything else. Invisible scar that I put there myself. No blood on the floor, no mark on your skin, but the wound that I gave you still lives deep within. within. I'm the reason you hesitate, the reason you guard your heart, girl. I left you with an invisible scar. And I'm sorry, God, I'm sorry for every scar you carry that nobody else can see. Every scar you carry came from me. You deserve better. You always did. I just couldn't be it. Just stay a little longer, yeah. I remember the night you showed up at my door, eyes like an ocean I'd never seen before. You said, I'm tired of swimming against the tide. I said, come in, we can sink together inside. We didn't talk much, we didn't need the words, just the sound of her breathing, nothing else heard. You wrapped yourself around me like the cold wraps around stone. And for the first time in forever, I didn't feel alone. I knew the water was rising, I felt it touch my chest. But you looked at me and smiled and said, baby, forget the rest. Come drown with me, we'll never need the air. Down here it's warm, down here nobody cares. Come drown with me, just let the surface go. Down here together is the only place I know. Come drown with me. Come drown with me. We turned the months and the pressure built around. We so deep in each other, we forgot the ground. You cried in the dark and I held every tear. I think we were healing the things we couldn't hear. I told you my secrets, the ones I swore I'd keep. You said I've been carrying mine for years in my sleep. Two broken people making something whole, trading our damage for a moment of soul. I knew we couldn't stay here, I felt the current pull, but you reached for my hand in the darkness and my chest filled full. Come drown with me, we'll never need the air. Down here it's warm, down here nobody cares. Come drown with me, just let the surface go. Down here together is the only place I know. Come drown with me. Maybe we were never meant to breathe up there, in the wilderness and daylight and cold open air. Maybe we were made for pressure, made for the deep, made for the kind of love that most people only find in their sleep. I don't need the shore, I don't need the light, I just need your hand in the middle of the night. I just need to know you're still going down with me, still going down with me. One morning I woke up and you were already dressed. You said I love you, but I'm running out of breath. I watched you swim upward toward the world and the sun. I understood why you had to come undone. Come drown with me, we'll never need the air. Down here it's warm, down here nobody cares. Come drown with me, just let the surface go. Down here together is the only place I know. But you needed it, and I let you go. I stayed underwater so you could grow. Drown with me, come drown me. You only needed me like yeah. You only need it when it only when it hurt, only when it hurt. You call me at midnight from a parking lot. Boy, shaking like the ground beneath you dropped. Said you didn't know how you were gonna make it through. So I drove 40 minutes just to sit with you. I held you while you fell apart in my front seat. Taught you down from every ledge you couldn't see. I became the voice you call when life got heavy. Became the hand you reached for when you weren't ready. And I told myself that this was love, that needed me this much had to mean something real. But looking back now, I can see it clearly. You didn't want my heart, you just wanted to feel. You just wanted to feel. How was it 2 a.m.? Your breakdown remedy, your emergency, the one you call when the pain got too loud to carry, but not the one you call when the sun came out, when the hurt wore off, when you didn't need anymore. How was your painkiller, not your paradise? You took me when it hurt, then left when you felt fine. Every time you healed up, I watched you drift away until the next time life broke you and you find your way back to where I stayed. How was your pain and your pain, your temporary fix? That didn't another love and it what that I could do. I was your emotional painkiller and you were my excuse to feel needed to. Green was so good and you were someone different. Laughing at your phone, making plans with friends. The calls got shorter, texts took longer to come back. I felt you slipping, but I let it happen again. Because when you were okay, you were so beautiful, so light, so free, like none of it had touched you. And I'd rather watch you shine from a distance than admit that your healing always came without choosing me. Then the next wave hit, and there you were again. 3 a.m. your name across my screen, and God forgive me, but a part of me felt grateful that you needed me, even if it wasn't what love should mean. Wasn't what love should mean. That ain't what love should mean. I was your safety net, your soft place to crash. Your aftermath, the one who picked you up from rock bottom every time, but not the one you dreamed about, not the one you chose. When the skies cleared up and you were finally fine. I was your painkiller, not your paradise. You took me when it hurt, then left when you felt fine. Every time you healed up, I watched you drift away until the next time life broke you and you'd find your way back to where I stayed. I was your pain, your temporary fix. I was your pain, now they love me, oh what I could do. I was your emotional painkiller and you were my excuse to feel needed to. And the thing about painkillers is you build a tolerance over time. What used to numb the aching eventually stops working right. And maybe that's what happened to us. The more I gave, the less it seemed to reach you. And I kept increasing the dose of my devotion, wondering why it wasn't healing what was broken in you. I was medicating something that only you could fix from the inside. And no amount of midnight comfort was gonna fill the hollow place you carried all your life. That hollow place you carry all your life. The last time you called, I almost didn't pick up. Not because I didn't care, but because I finally understood that answering wasn't helping you. It was just helping me feel like I mattered, feel like I was enough for somebody, even if that somebody only needed me when they were bleeding. And I deserve more than being someone's bandage. I deserve to be someone's home, not just a hospital. hospital. I was your painkiller. Lord knows I tried, gave you everything I had every single time, but you can't build a love on someone else's pain. And I can't keep on healing you just to watch you leave again. I was your painkiller. Now I'm letting go. You need something deeper, something I can't give you. No, I hope you find it. I hope you find it too. But I can't be your emotional painkiller. I got healing on my own to get through. My own healing, I hope you find what you're looking for. Something real, this is time. I hope you find it too. Not just something for the pain. Not just something for the pain. Friday night and the room is full of people chasing something they can't hold. I slipped in through the bag like I always do. Told myself I wasn't looking for you, but the crowd just parted like it always does. And there you were, no makeup, no fuss, moving to the music all by yourself, like you finally put me on a shelf. No purse to guard, no phone to check, no waiting on a text from someone who wrecked every quiet moment that you had. Girl, you look so free and that makes me sad, 'cause I know that dancing used to cost you something. Used to be you stop and look around for me, but tonight you're not looking, tonight you're not hurting, tonight you finally found your ground without me. She's dancing alone again, but this time she's smiling. She's dancing alone again, no tears, no hiding. I used to be the reason she would stop mid-song. Now she's dancing alone again, and she's where she belongs. She's dancing alone, dancing alone again. I watch her spin beneath the amber light, arms wide open, eyes closed tight. And I remember when those arms held me like I was something worth believing. She laughs at something no one said, just a private joy inside her head, the kind of laugh I never gave her room. I was always the shadow, never the moon. I took her quiet and made it loud. I took her sunshine, gave her clouds, and she weathered every storm I made. Now she's standing in the light I never get, 'cause I know that dancing used to cost you something. Used to be you'd search the room for me and worry, but tonight you're not searching, tonight you're not shrinking, tonight you're exactly where you need to be without me. She's dancing alone again, she's dancing, but this time she's smiling. She's dancing, she's dancing alone again. No tears, no hiding. I used to be the reason she would stop mid-song. Now she's dancing alone again, and she's where she belongs. She's dancing alone, dancing alone again. I keep telling myself I'm happy for her, and most of me is, I swear that's true. But the part that isn't is the part that remembers every version of her I never knew. The her that laughs without permission, the her that dances without fear. I made her ask for both of those things, and she still gave me year after year. So if this floor between us is the kindest thing I've done, then let her keep on dancing, let her dance until she's done. She's dancing alone again. She's dancing. This time she's smiling. She's smiling. belong. She don't need me on that floor. She don't need me anymore. She's dancing alone, dancing alone, dancing alone again. Dance, girl, just dance. You earned this one. I'm sorry it took me leaving. I've said sorry so many times. The words gone thin like paper worn through. I hand it over like it means something, and you take it like you always do. Not because you believe it anymore. You stop believing it around month 9, but you take it cause the alternative is admitting that we're out of time. And I watch you hold it up against the light, the way you check a bill that might be fake, turning it and turning it until you find the flaw you knew was there to take. It's beautiful, my apology. All polished up and easy on the eyes, but we both know what happens when you drop it. Glass looks whole right up until it flies. You've swept the floor so many times from the last one that I gave. You know the way the pieces scatter. You know which corners need to save, and still you reach out for the next one. Still you cup it in your hands. We're both too deep inside this pattern, too deep inside this apology. Treatment promise, same mistake. I hold it out, you take it in. We both know how this ends. Glass apology shatters every time. Glass apology, yours and mine. We keep picking up the pieces just to break them again. Glass apology. Between two people who don't know how to end. There's a drawer beside the kitchen sink where you keep the things you can't throw out. Matchbooks from the places that we loved before the love turned inside out. I found it once when you weren't home. Didn't touch a thing but looked too long. Ticket stubs and Polaroids in one photo note I wrote when things went wrong. It was the first time I said sorry, back when sorry still had weight, back before I wore it down to nothing, back before you learned to hesitate. And I stood there holding that old note, reading words I meant back then, wondering at what point did I stop meaning them, or did I always say them just to win? You've read that note 100 times on the nights when you're not sure whether what we have is worth the breaking, or you're just too tired to close the door. And I keep saying all the right things in the wrong and hollow way. We're fluent in the language of apology, but neither one of us can stay. That's apology, pretty class apology. Same promise, same mistake. I hold it out, you take it in. We both know how this ends. That's apology, shatters every time. Class apology, yours and mine. We keep picking up the pieces just to break them again. Class apology. Between two people who don't know how to end. What if I stop saying sorry and just stop doing the thing? Would that be love, or would the silence just become another ring around the tree of all our damage? Another year we can't undo. I've apologized for who I am so long. I don't know who that is without you. And maybe that's the real confession, not the sorry or the shame, but that I need the cycle turning just to feel like I'm not the same. So I break it and I fix it, and I break it once again. Not because I wanna hurt you, but because I don't know how to end, and neither do you. And neither do you. That's the part we never keep picking up the pieces just to break them again. But what if we stop? What if we just stop? Let the last piece fall and didn't pick it up. Glass apology, one last time. Let it shatter on the floor and finally leave it behind. Leave it behind. Leave it all behind. One more sorry. One more sorry. Is that all we know? What if we just stop? I used to know this fate, used to know this name. Somewhere along the way, you became my everything, and I became nothing. I gave you the password to every room inside, the ones I kept locked up, the ones where I would hide. You walk through each one like you're already on the wall. Rearrange my thinking, hung your pictures in my halls. I let you rewrite all the rules I live by. Let you change the ending of a story that was mine. Thought that was love, giving someone all your space. But love shouldn't leave you searching for your own face. And now I'm standing here in a room I don't recognize, with a man in the mirror I can meet in the eyes. He looks like someone who forgot how to exist, without checking first if he'd be missed. I look for myself, but you're all I see. You took my reflection, now who is me? I searched through the pieces you left on the floor. I'm the ghost in the mirror of who I was before. Ghost in the mirror. Ghost in the mirror. Who is me anymore? I used to have opinions, used to have a road, used to pick my own directions, used to carry my own load. But I started asking, what do you think? What do you want? Until your voice became the only voice I got. I remember my friends calling, I let it ring. Told myself I'd call them back after everything, after us, after you, after all we'd become. But after never came because you were never done. Now I'm standing in a kitchen, making coffee for one, trying to remember what I did in the sun. Before the curtains stay closed, before I lived for your call, before I traded everything for nothing at all. I look for myself, but you're all I see. You took my reflection, now who is me? I searched through the pieces you left on the floor. I'm the ghost in the mirror of who I was before. Ghost in the mirror. Ghost in the mirror. Who is me anymore? I'm not angry, I just want my hands back, the ones that used to build things, not just hold on in the dark. I'm not broken, I'm just somewhere underneath all the ways I learned to need you more than I needed me. If I peel back every layer that you pressed into my skin, how far down do I have to go before I find where I begin? I think I'm still in here somewhere underneath the quiet and the numb. I think I'm still in here somewhere trying to find where I'm found an old journal from 3 years before you came, full of plans and bad drawings, and a kid who knew his name. He was kind of awkward, kind of loud, kind of free. I barely recognized him, but God, I think that was me. I look for myself and I'm starting to see underneath everything you made of me. I'm picking the pieces up off of the floor. The ghost in the mirror is learning to be more. Ghost in the mirror, ghost in the mirror. Starting to find a way, starting to find a way, starting to find a way. Still here, still here, I'm still here, I'm still here. Still here, I'm still here. Under all that, I'm still here. Yeah, I remember, I remember. See it now. You came to me with shattered pieces, eyes red from crying on your own. I swept the broken glass up off your floor and turned your empty house into a home. I learned your fears, I learned your triggers. I learned the way you fall apart at night. I built you back up brick by brick until I watched you step into the light. But somewhere in the healing, something shifted in your eyes. You weren't looking at me anymore, you were looking at your own reflection rise. I gave you back yourself, and that's the one thing I can't fight. How do you compete with someone's own reflection shining back so bright? You didn't love me, you loved who I made you feel. I was just a mirror, you were all that's real. Every kiss, every promise, every late night that we shared, you were loving your own image. I was just the frame that held it there, just the frame that held it there. I remember when you got that job promotion, you cried and said you couldn't do it without me. But the speech you gave, the name you thanked, somehow that name wasn't me. I watched you grow into the person that I stayed up praying you would be. And when you finally found your footing, you stood up straight and stopped reaching back for me. I don't blame you for the blooming flowers, don't apologize for leaving seeds behind. But I watered you through every storm and winter. Now you're someone else's sunshine, not mine. I gave you back yourself and lost myself along the way. I polished up your reflection so damn perfectly. Now I've got nothing left to say. You didn't love me, you loved who I made you feel. I was just the mirror, you were all that's real. Every kiss, every promise, every late night that we shared, you were loving your own image. I was just the frame that held it there, just the frame that held it there. And I keep asking myself, was any of it real to you? Or were you just drawn to the version of yourself you saw when you looked through me into you? I would've burned the mirror down if I knew what it would cost. Kept you a little more broken so I wouldn't end up lost, so I wouldn't end up so I wouldn't end up lost. You know what hurts the most? It's not that you left, it's that you left better. You left whole, you left everything I poured into you, walking out my door into somebody else's world, like I was just a place. You came yourself. You didn't love me, you loved who I made you feel. I was just the mirror, you were all that's real. Every touch, every whisper, every night I thought we'd last. You were falling for your future, I was falling for your past. I was falling for your past. I was falling for your past. I was just a mirror, baby. Just a frame. Just a frame that held you. Built everything they said to build, got everything they said to get, and stood at the top of all of it. Feeling nothing, absolutely nothing. I learned early on that winning was the only game, so I ran the race and took the prize and built myself a name. Corner office, right zip code, the car, the view, the floor. Checked off every single box and then went back for more. People shook my hand like I was something to believe. Took my picture, said my name like I was all they'd ever need. I smiled for every camera, gave the speech and played the part, while something quietly went hollow at the center of my heart. And I told myself, this is what you worked for, this is what it means to finally arrive. But arriving feels like nothing when you look around and find that everyone who's clapping doesn't know you're dead inside. I wear a hollow crown, I roll but I feel nothing. A kingdom built on sand, and your love means everything. I wear a hollow crown, I shine but I'm empty inside. I traded real for golden and forgot what it felt like to be alive. Hollow crown, hollow crown. Then I met you at a dinner I didn't wanna be at. You were talking to the window like the room wasn't worth that. I asked you what you saw out there, you said honestly an exit. And I laughed for first time in a year and finally felt it. We talked until the party died and everyone had gone. You didn't know my title and you didn't ask me once. Just looked at me like I was someone sitting in a chair. Not a name, not achievement, just a person sitting there. And something cracked inside me like a window in the cold, like the sound of something real breaking through the gold. I drove home in the silence and I sat inside my car and I asked myself out loud, when did I get this far from who I am? We're a hollow nothing, a kingdom built on sand, and your love means everything. I wear a hollow crown, I shine but I'm emptied inside. I traded real for golden and forgot what it felt like to be alive. Hollow crown, hollow crown. What does it cost to build a life that looks perfect from the outside? What does it take to finally break the armor you've been hiding inside? I've been performing for an audience that only sees a crown. Never who is wearing it, never what it weighs me down. Never what I gave up, never what I left behind. Every human messy, beautiful, full, unfinished piece of my mind. I wanna take it off, I wanna set it down. I wanna walk out barefoot on the actual ground. I wanna call my mother just to hear her voice. I wanna feel like living was actually my choice. You called me on a Tuesday just to say you thought of me. Not the version on the magazine, just me. And I sat there in my office 40 floors above the street and cried for the first time in years, like a man who just got free. I lay the hollow crown down. I ruled but I felt nothing. The kingdom built on sand is finally crumbling. I lay the hollow crown down, done shining when I'm empty inside. I'm trading back the golden for the chance to feel alive, for the chance to feel alive, really alive. The first time in a long time. Alive. I stepped outside without the crown today. Just walk, no destination, no agenda, no performance.